And we're back with another episode of the Buko Boys.
Yippee!
Hey everybody, I'm Dale.
I'm DVO.
And you are listening to episode 73 of the Buko Boys.
Boom, boom, ching. Here we go.
Boom, 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 ba. Anyways, we are back and we are going to be talking about all the fun things we've done.
Yes. I went to the zoo. and so I went to the zoo with my good friend and our kids. Your kid, yours and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for actually me and my wife's anniversary. So we went to the zoo and just had a good time looking at animals. Took the baby and I thought she was going to enjoy it more because she seems to really love animals, especially dogs and birds. But I don't know. She wasn't that excited as I was hoping she'd be.
Really? She wasn't all into everything?
No, like she kind of enjoyed the monkeys. Who doesn't, right?
Yeah, because they look like her. She's like, yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, and the first things we saw was zebras, and she actually learned how to say zebra while we were at the zoo.
Oh,
so she was kind of enjoying that. And then like we were actually I put her in the wagon. You know, she was kind of tired. I put her in the wagon and I was pulling her in the wagon. We went by the glass where the bears are, and a bear actually walked up right by us. She just was staring, drinking her juice, and like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, girl.
She didn't care.
And then there was a leopard. He was up on a log or something, and he just kind of. I don't know why I refer to every animal as he. I don't know why I do that. Every animal I just say he. Sorry if Animal Kingdom, if I get your pronouns wrong, I apologize. But anyway, this I think it was a leopard. He was just chilling and he had his paws across and he yawned and then he put his head down and then my baby goes night night. that was funny.
That was pretty funny.
So yeah, then we went to a comedy show. Me and my wife for our anniversary. So we watched Kevin Farley.
Mm-hmm.
That name sounds familiar. It's the brother of the late great Chris Farley. It was funny. I mean, he was.
How
funny.
was that? How was his stand-up?
It was good. You know, he's.
'Cause I know him as an actor. I've seen him.
Yeah, and you know he's getting older, so he's not as animated, but still a little bit. And some of the jokes went over my wife's head. I got the jokes. My wife didn't get all the jokes. You know, he's not very high energy like probably Chris would have been, but I mean that was helped with the cocaine.
Right, yeah,
that helped
that
his
was
high energy.
Fueled by
Yeah, but at the end he kind of gave some stories about his family and his dad and some funny stories with that, and that I was cracking up with. But but still it was fun time. I love going to comedy shows. Like that's me and my wife's thing right now. We love comedy shows. It's just so fun just to have some food, have some drinks, and just laugh your ass off. Like, it's just fun. Like I keep looking up like who's coming next. I haven't really looked most recently who sounds good. We were supposed to go see David Spade, but he canceled on us because he started a new film project. I assume with Adam Sandler.
the only thing he does.
And so he started a new film project, so he canceled. We got a refund, so he said, well, let's go to Kevin Farley. I was actually showing my wife video when we got the tickets for David Spade. I was showing her videos of David Spade and Chris Farley because I'm a huge fan of Chris Farley and Will Ferrell, and she was cracking up. So like, well, you know, Chris Farley's not here anymore, but maybe Kevin will be as good. Still good though, still enjoyable. I loved it.
I haven't been to any comedy shows in a while.
We went for our birthday.
Well, I mean, that was a while ago.
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
It's forever ago. That was like 6-7 months ago.
It was
Yeah,
about 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a while.
Okay.
I used to go all the time.
I love going.
Yeah, I need to go more. It was
They're a good time.
Oh man, I did a lot this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you did one thing.
I did a couple things, but one big thing.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell us
Oh my God, I
joyful
drove
yours was.
across the country.
Yay!
Holy shit, that was crazy.
You're crazy.
Well, I needed to help a friend, but
It was very nice of you.
thank you.
Very stupid of you. Just kidding.
No, I'm trying to be helpful.
No, it's nice. I can't do that. I have back issues, and I can't, that's why I'm like I can't do it. Plus the time it takes to do that type of stuff. No, I'm not interested.
So I have a friend that was moving back to Utah, and it's they needed help. It's a long ass drive to do by yourself.
From Florida.
From Florida to
Yeah.
Utah. And so I said, yeah, I got time, I can help. Man, was that drive brutal.
How's your butt feel?
Actually, what's crazy is my back is okay from all of that, but my butt was the sore thing. It's funny because
sounds right.
Those damn moving trucks, like the back support, I guess it's pretty good, but the butt support, after a while, your butt hurts.
You need to bring like a gel seat with you.
I should have, but let me tell you. So the whole thing started off pretty funny.
Okay.
So my flight left at 6 a.m.
Oh yes, I remember this.
So
actually, we should clarify. It's actually last week's episode. It was we record like at 9, 10, 11 p.m. and your flight was 6 a.m. the next day.
Right. And by the time we were done recording, and by the time you guys had left, because we record the other podcast right after this podcast,
yes,
the EVP podcast, and so right after we recorded that, you guys left. We did the editing, and it was probably almost, it was after 1 a.m.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter probably.
And I said, no, you ain't.
And I was, I was doing busy stuff, kind of getting everything ready, and after everything, I probably had about an hour and a half to kill. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I will take a quick nap. That never turns out that good. It never turns out good.
Nope.
Don't ever do that.
So your flight was at 6 a.m.
Yep.
What time did you anticipate waking up and getting ready?
I planned on leaving the house at 4 a.m.
Okay.
And so I closed my eyes real quick.
Yeah, real quick. I bet it felt real quick.
And I had my alarm set to make sure I get up.
Uh-huh.
And I just ignored all of that. Ignored everything. And my phone was blowing up saying, hey, did you get on? Did you get up? Are you on your way? Are you on your way to the airport?
Uh-huh.
And not responding to anything. So good thing my friend kept blowing me up, because then I was able to answer that and be like, oh my God, I gotta go.
So what time did you wake up?
Like 5:20.
And you had to be at the airport.
My flight left at 6.
Okay.
Crazy part.
And then your daughter and my daughter were going to drive you.
Yeah, they were taking me to the airport.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't set any alarms.
Uh-huh.
I was going to be there alone.
Sure, yeah. It's
So
your responsibility.
run in there like, hey, we got to go now. Get up now.
That's funny.
I get to the airport with, I get to the airport and what time exactly was it? I know I had like 15, 20 minutes till my flight left. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Because if any of you have been to the new Salt Lake Airport, that is a mile away from where you go through security to where you board your plane, especially if you're in the B gates. Oh my God, you're far. You are far as shit. And so when I got there, I'm like, trying to get through security, and I'm like, I need to butt everybody in line. There was a line there. Oh. And so I run all the way to like the pre-check line, and I'm like, I gotta get through. My flight leaves in like 15 minutes. And so he's like, you gotta ask all these people if you can get in front of them. So I just found one lady that was just kind of hearing me out. I'm all, hey you, I need to cut in front of everybody. Are you okay with that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, your word's good enough. I went in front of everybody. And then I get through to security where you take your shoes off and, I get to that part, and I send my stuff through, and there's a line of people waiting to get through security there. So I get to I just go right to the front of everybody. I'm like, look, my flight leaves in 15 minutes. Can I cut in front of all you guys? And this other lady goes, his flight leaves in 10 minutes to the guy in front of him, or the guy in front of her. And so I'm like, shit. I'm like, can I get behind you then? He's like, yeah, man, get behind me. Let's go. And what's funny is even the security was like, man, it's a 15. No, he was like, man, it's a 20-minute walk from right here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I get through. I just started booking. I'm running full sprint down to my gate.
Everyone's looking at you like,
everybody's
cool.
Yeah, they're looking at me, and I'm just like, I don't run. I probably look like a moose running through that, stomping my feet as I go. and since I don't run, I don't run properly, so I got shin splints like a mother, just just, that pulsing, radiating pain from shin splints going
Yeah, I
on.
do know it.
And I'm sucking air like, just running my ass off. I get to my gate, and I got 4 minutes to spare. It is 5:56.
Yeah, it's closed.
And I'm like, oh, no way, I'm making it. I'm going to make it. I get to the gate. There's no plane there.
Yeah.
And I see somebody at the gate, and I'm like, oh no, did I miss it? And he points to the gate next to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, they just moved gates over.
Okay.
Because there's a plane sitting in that gate.
Okay.
It's like, oh, thank goodness, it's still there. So I go talk to the lady standing there, and she's like, nope, your plane's gone.
Yeah.
It's like, what? No. So
yeah, because it takes off, so it has to get on the runway and everything. You forgot about all that stuff.
yeah, I'm thinking as long as
It leaves the gate at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
No, it takes off at 6 a.m.
Yeah, so that's the first time I've ever missed a flight. So I ended up, luckily, there was another flight in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to be able to still make it just 2 hours later than I was expecting. The way everything was supposed to play out was everything was going to be loaded, and when I get there, there was going to be enough time to just go run to the beach and relax for the rest of the day. And then that next morning, wake up and start hauling this truck back to Utah.
Yeah.
Well, the moving truck wasn't able to get obtained until after I arrived. Oh man. So now that means everything that was supposed to have been loaded never had a chance to get loaded. So by the time I arrived, nothing had been loaded. The truck hadn't even been got yet. So it was until that next morning that we were able to get the truck. Now everybody that was going to help load this truck was no longer available to load this truck. Because it went from everyone being free to do this on a Sunday to now being a Monday and everyone's back to work.
Right.
Even though it's a holiday, a lot of people still work on the holidays. So yeah, nobody's able to help, and it's either we wait for everybody that was willing to help to get off work and then can help, or we just bust this out ourselves and then get on the damn road. So now it just was us two loading this whole thing.
Loading the truck.
Yep.
Getting on
and
the
then
road.
got on the road and hauled it for like a good 8-9 hours that day. But so I thought I would have maybe I'll bring some stuff with me in case I have some time to do some ghost hunting or a ghost tour. No, there was no time for any of that.
Nope.
But on the drive, we're going through some cool places through like Georgia. We went through Atlanta, went through like St. Louis. St. Louis would be a cool place to do some ghost hunting. Same with Atlanta.
All of it. I actually missed a flight in Atlanta, so I know the feeling.
And there were some cool places I would love to do this. So driving straight through sucks, right? Drive straight through. Driving at all just sucks in general.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have minded if there was a lot of time to stop and enjoy things.
Okay.
I saw some cool ass pull off for like Sasquatch museums and Sasquatch
that
stuff.
would be cool.
And then they even have this place where you can like zip line over this forest and hopefully spot a Bigfoot.
Okay. I doubt it, but yeah.
Right? But it still would have been cool. But there were some crazy swampy areas driving through, and some the forest through some areas were dense, like through like the Smoky Mountains and things like that. It was I could see there being some squatches in there. It is thick. So anyways, the next day just driving straight through, just nonstop driving. And the day after.
So anything else anything cool happened? Did you do anything then during this road trip?
No, nothing
so just driving.
Cool. Yeah, just driving.
All right.
Just the whole damn time just driving.
Okay, we get it.
And then
the whole road trip.
So
driving.
By the time we get back here, we arrive to Utah and helping them get moved into their new place. Their first night in their new place.
Yes.
After arriving. Some crazy shit goes down in their brand new, in their new apartment. And the apartment above them, they're about, in there. So their first night there, they're about to like go leave for the night to grab something to eat real quick. As they're leaving, they hear all this crazy commotion going on outside. It's kind of late at night too.
Okay.
There's a lady that's kind of screaming and crying and calling the cops.
Oh boy.
The lady above the new apartment had died in their apartment, and the person that found them days after they had died.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so all this crazy stuff's happening their first night in this new place. And it's a nice neighborhood, it's nice and everything, and it's all this crazy shit going down.
I mean, it was probably like, did you look it up the news? Like,
No, I didn't look it up on the news.
Or just natural causes, though.
And it seems like from what they had gathered among what had gone on, and the people that were the lady who came and checked on this that found a dead body.
Yes.
Seemed to have been like a good friend, and seemed to kind of be around our age.
Oh wow.
Don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to say like what things can kill, like how people die in their own apartment. Like they choke on some food. Was it an overdose? Was it? Yeah, it's hard to say. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know.
Probably won't be on the news yet. I don't know.
Because this was Friday, Saturday.
This was yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Just was curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, crazy. First night in your new place, and there's a death.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And then, but yeah, that was my fun little cross country drive.
Sounds super fun.
Oh my god, let me tell you. But yeah, Nebraska and Wyoming, most boringest states to look at ever.
Yeah.
It's like
I've driven through Wyoming, yes.
you haven't. I don't know if you've been that far east into Wyoming, where it is just desolate, flat for days.
I don't know how far I went, but for where I did go, it was very flat already. So
yeah,
could see getting much better.
Well, yeah, that was brutal. That was a brutal drive. But it's cool that now I can say I have driven from coast to coast, because I have driven from Utah to California multiple times.
That's true.
So yeah, now I can say I have driven coast to coast, and I'll never do it again. But it's now in my resume. Oh, and then last night, I did that charity thing where I got auctioned off.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
So that was fun. That was funny.
Tell us about that.
There was about 8 guys, maybe 8 to 10 guys up there, and we were going to get auctioned off, right?
Okay.
They were like trying to sell us off like we're a piece of meat.
Yeah, well, you were, I thought.
Oh, it was too funny. Some of the guys like were really trying to sell themselves, you know, and I didn't know this, but the mullet has made a comeback. There was many guys wearing a mullet last night. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing again until I saw multiple guys doing it.
Well, I know Logan Paul's rocking a mullet right now. He's supposed to be fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Right now.
Right now, yeah.
I don't care about that shit.
We'll see what's going on.
But yeah, what the hell's up with this mullet shit? Anyways,
I don't know.
After everyone is all on stage together and everyone kind of announces your name and what you do, and kind of trying to just kind of hype up people, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, then you go on one by one, and this first guy goes up there, and girls are all, take your shirt off. He's an older guy too. He's like 60.
Oh wow, okay.
He still took off his shirt. He was a fit dude.
Okay, good.
And then the next guy goes up there. I mean that old guy. He ended up getting like $60 out of somebody. And then this other guy goes up. He's a mullet guy, but a lot of girls were liking this guy. He had a lot of talents, I guess.
Okay.
Anyways, girls were bidding pretty high on him.
Okay.
This guy was funny too, though. So, anyways, girls got up to $200, and they were like bidding back and forth. And finally, he goes, "How about you do 200 and you do 200? And we make this a triple date. I'll take both of you."
Oh wow!
So they did that.
Okay.
Oh, it was hilarious.
That's nice. How about for you?
I ended up getting 125 for me.
Okay, nice.
And they were yelling at me to take off my clothes. I was like, I don't want this dad bod up here.
These pervy ladies.
Yeah, get a hold of yourselves, you old cougs. So anyways, I took off my shirt.
Okay, nice.
They were cheering me on. I was like, okay, fine. You asked for it, you get it. I buckled real easy under pressure.
I would have done it if it was like in the morning. I'm the slimmest in the morning.
Well, I was telling my buddy, I'm like, I'm not, because I see these other guys like taking off their shirts. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm so not doing that. The first thing I do when they go, take off your shirt. Okay.
Just don't chant.
Just don't hurt me.
Oh, that's funny.
And then this other guy goes up on stage. He's rocking long hair and a long beard to match.
Okay.
Skinny dude. Anyways, he gets up there. First thing he does is he starts taking off his shirt. And then he tries moving all sexy, doing this weird little flip, I don't know, like the
little body roll?
Body roll, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, he's doing shit like that. And then he undoes his pants.
Oh.
He starts dropping his pants.
Did he just watch Magic Mike or something?
Probably watched it a few times to get this down. Anyways, he starts dropping his trousers.
Okay.
And he's got like an American flag underwear on. And he's trying to shake it for the girls. I'm just laughing hysterically at this.
That's funny.
And then he grabs the microphone and he's all right, ladies, we're going to start the bidding at 200. Crickets.
Oh.
Crickets.
He went wrong in so many areas.
So wrong. It was too funny. Oh, it was too funny. But I think he ended up getting like 100 something.
Okay.
But it was pretty funny.
So the person that won the bid with you, what happens?
Okay, so after everybody had gotten auctioned off, they went through and they had a bunch of these donation things. So they were giving every girl who had bought a guy something to go with for like their date. So some people got like the person who got paid for the most. That date got like facials and massages. And then there were some other things, and pretty much everyone just got like a bunch of like restaurant gift certificates. The girl who ended up getting me got a bunch of like Applebee gift certificates.
Okay.
And a stack of free mozzarella sticks.
There at the place?
Okay, all right. like a dozen coupons for free mozzarella sticks. Like, damn, it looks like we're gonna get a shit ton of dollar drinks and they have those dollar cocktails at Applebee's.
I don't know. I don't go that far.
Oh, well, they do. I don't either, but they advertise it. Anyways, get a shit ton of dollar drinks with those gift cards and then fill up on mozzarella sticks.
There you go.
Oh,
sounds like a good date night right there.
Right? Oh, but yeah, so I don't know how that's going to go down or whatever, but yeah, that's how that whole thing went down last night. It was funny.
So I want to bring it back right now. So you just talked about how you now have driven coast to coast. Because you've driven from Florida to Utah, but you've driven to California many times, so you've driven coast to coast. Well, Kevin Farley in a stand-up was saying how if you do enough weed and you're kind of sitting there chilling, you start overanalyzing songs. And one song is by Sade, where they go, coast to coast, LA to Chicago.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that Chicago's not on the coast.
No, Chicago's not on the coast. That's like in the middle of the country. It's like the middle of north.
I wonder if when Sade made that song, if it had to do with just trying to rhyme something with Key Largo.
I don't know.
Because she continues to keep going and ends with Key Largo.
Yeah,
Key Largo is on the coast.
That's true.
So, I mean, if you go with the whole song...
I don't know what that... I didn't look at the lyrics.
Yeah, I don't know how the whole song goes.
But anyway, he brought that up. I thought that was kind of... that was kind of funny.
Although I do want to go to Key Largo or the Keys. That might be next. A buddy of mine wants me to go to Key West with him in July, actually. Go hunting lobsters.
Oh, that'd be fun. Like get some traps?
No, you can't trap them. You have to
spear them?
No, you have
nets.
to catch them. Nets, yes.
Okay.
So you can't trap them. It has to be hand caught.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Well, that sounds fun, right?
Yeah.
So I got some really dope snorkel gear that I haven't put to use yet. I got these shoes. They're shoe fins. So they're fins.
Yes.
Yeah, but your feet actually sit a little bit below the fins, so you can stand and walk without walking backwards like a weirdo. And then I got a new mask. You've seen those masks with the one snorkel tube?
Yes, right above the head. Like the snorks.
Yes.
From the cartoons.
Yes. I got a new style of one. Got really good reviews, but I got it like 2 years ago and I haven't used it yet. And this thing was supposed to be really badass, and I would like to try it, but everywhere that I've gone lately did not require snorkel gear, so I have not used it yet. So hopefully soon, maybe I will go lobster hunting. I don't know.
All right. Actually, so I'm just looking at Floyd Mayweather just beat Logan Paul.
I was gonna see that,
but it went the distance apparently.
Well, that's every Mayweather fight.
Yeah, because he can't finish.
He just runs away. The whole backs up,
Yeah,
and scores point.
Just counters.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna read this whole article, but it went full rounds, and I guess Floyd just said, "Logan is better than I thought he'd be."
That's it.
Yep. I didn't read the whole. I'm not reading the whole thing right now. We're doing a podcast. I just pulled this up live right now. So Mayweather won, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing too. I know Ocho Cinco was going to fight tonight. Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. Yeah. He's gonna make his first fight tonight. I don't know.
He's fighting now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's in good shape, and he just sucks at his position.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Jake Paul is Logan Paul's brother. He's gonna fight Tyron Woodley in August. So Jake Paul is 3-0 as a professional fighter. And Logan Paul, the older brother, is 0-3. He lost his 2 first fights to KSI, another YouTuber. I guess they had some beef, some YouTube beef, I don't know. And they fought twice, and Logan Paul lost 2 times. And then all of a sudden he's going to square up against Floyd Mayweather, the controversial best fighter in the world. So...
No, maybe he's not a fighter. I wouldn't say he's a fighter. He's a boxer.
Oh, yeah, yes. And...
So you don't fight.
So, Floyd... This is supposed to be an exhibition fight, too.
Yeah.
So 8 rounds. But they both want to claim that they're professional boxers. So why are you doing this exhibition fights for?
Well, because they're out of the weight class. They're not in the same weight class.
That's true. I guess Logan Paul couldn't weigh more than 190 during the fight.
Yeah, because Mayweather's like 150.
Yeah, he's pretty short.
Yeah.
But I guess Logan Paul weighed in at 189.5, something like that.
Yeah, so the only way that they can get away with fighting outside of their weight class like that is by doing...
It's a catch weight exhibition type style, I guess. Okay. So Jake Paul has fought... I don't know who his first fight... I can't remember who his first fight was. Then he fought Nate Robinson, right? The basketball player from the Knicks. I think he won a slam dunk contest because he's really short. I remember Nate Robinson. And then he just fought Ben Askren, who's a wrestler turned MMA fighter who was a champion, but not known for his striking, mind you. Mm. And they fought, and Jake Paul knocked him out. Mm-hmm. He knocked out both guys, and I don't remember who the first guy was. I think another bum, like another retired athlete or something. I don't even remember. And now he's fighting Tyron Woodley, who just was released from the UFC. But Tyron has got some knockout power. Now he's on a losing skid in the UFC, and he got released. But he's 40, but he still is in great shape with knockout power. I'm not a fan of Tyron Woodley, but I might be cheering him on for this one because this Jake Paul character is annoying as hell.
Both those brothers are annoying as hell, and the fact that they're getting this much money off their fights, and they suck.
Yes.
And they're not they're getting pay-per-view fights, and they've only had 3 professional fights.
Yes.
This is stupid.
But they're not fighting.
So stupid.
Well, besides Logan Paul right now fighting Floyd Mayweather, they've not fought a professional boxer.
No.
That's the thing.
Right.
They haven't fought a professional boxer.
Right.
And but they claim they're professional.
And they're getting pay-per-view events. And this whole thing with these brothers and Mayweather's whole thing is, I guarantee you, before they start promoting the fight, they talk about this shit prior and talk about how they're gonna make the most controversy to create the most revenue for the fight.
Impossible.
And so they talk about let's make a big tussle and fight, before we actually fight, and then create this look with Conor McGregor. Look at all this controversy they stirred up before the fight, created hype, created a bunch of hype.
Right.
So I guarantee you That's exactly all they were doing for this fight, is creating all this hype that they were really beefing real bad. This is stupid.
Yeah.
I can already see through every time Mayweather has an event, it's all hyped. Because his fights are boring.
He just had another exhibition fight with an MMA fighter from the ONE promotion. And I guess he was like this really fat, but this MMA fighter, like they don't train one sport only. Like a boxer, a professionally trained boxer, is always going to win because that's what all they train in. That's all they do.
If they're going to do stand up only.
Yes, and if they go into an octagon or a cage, the MMA who trains in MMA all day, they're going to win every time. It's just you need a fight in your sport and to really say yes, we got a fighting chance here. So like Jake Paul not fighting any professional boxers, it just drives me nuts. It's like, stop claiming how good you are when you keep fighting
people that don't box.
People that don't box, right? They have trained in boxing a little bit, but that is, he's been training a little bit longer. And I've seen some of their videos; they actually look decent. But until you get into the ring with a real professional boxer, I'm not
like. I'd like to see these brothers fight the Klitschko brothers.
Ooh, that'd be
just
nice.
Get knocked around, just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
that would be great to see. That
someone in their weight class that just trains.
And just knock them the hell around.
Please,
that would be awesome. And just let all four of them go in there at the same time. Just all 4 sets of gloves in there. Just let them go at it.
So Logan Paul is annoying. I don't like Floyd Mayweather, so I didn't know who to cheer for this one.
One of them.
I was like,
I don't give a shit about this fight. I was like, I hope that they both lose.
But I'm not a big fan of Tyron Woodley, but I want Tyron Woodley to knock out Jake Paul. I want that real bad.
Yeah,
because I think he could. I think he's got a right that could put him down.
That'd be nice.
And I would love that. I would love that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of people getting hurt. But if they're going in and getting paid for it, that's what they're getting paid to do. Then I'll throw. Exactly. I'll be like, I hope you get hurt. Yeah.
Well, we had another fun experience at the end of the week. It was National Donut Day.
Yep, I was here for that.
We went to our good friend the Carr's house, Brian and Heather Carr. Here locally, they put together the Utah Dough Show. We're such big fans of them, and again, thanks to them for putting together such an awesome event. You guys have no idea how much hard work goes into it. And I don't remember if I mentioned this last week when we talked about it, or the week before, but they donate. They don't take any of the money home. They put a lot of work into it, and they rent out the venue. They have volunteers. Like, we volunteered to actually help as well. Like, no one gets paid to volunteer. They didn't need our help, but we volunteered to be volunteers. And then all the proceeds go to charity.
Yeah.
So they donated to 2 charities. It was a police foundation and the Christmas House, I believe is what it's called. It's just for kids. And anyway, great foundations. And so that happened. And then this past Friday, so 2 weeks later, after the Utah Dough Show, is National Donut Day, which is a great day.
For donuts.
It is for donuts. We went to their house and they put. I mean, if you follow us on social media, you've seen the picture. We posted a picture. It was posing next to this assortment of donuts from all across our wonderful state and great bakers. So anyway, that was a blast.
Oh, it's nice being able to, because since I missed the Dough Show.
Yeah.
It was nice being able to make it to their house and still to try a bunch of these places that I did not get to try.
Yes.
Oh, so delicious.
It was good. But I was thinking, like, what are these national days? So, the National Donut Day. Oh, I had it here in my tablet reset itself. But I believe National Donut Day was created by the Salvation Army, and it was just kind of in celebration of the I can't remember, they called them the lassies that would fry up donuts and send them to the soldiers. It just happened like one time or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, the lasses or I can't remember what it said. But anyway, it was supposed to be like a one-time thing. It just became it became a hit. Well, a lot of these national days were sometimes just something to be like President Reagan. He created a couple of days, but they were just meant to be for like the one day, and then it just continued, like National Ice Cream Day. that was President Reagan in the 80s. He created National Ice Cream Day, and it obviously kind of stuck around, and people wanted to do it every July. And so every July, I think it's July 17th, I believe, is National Ice Cream Day. And it just stuck. It's stuck. But there's some companies like Hallmark, for example, that create these events and they create these national days. And it's not a thing. It's not like a Congress set up thing. Because I was wondering, because I thought it'd be fun to come here and talk. I thought every day pretty much had like a national day or something. I thought like every day. Yeah. We just looked. Like every day has like 3 or 4 things.
Or 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And a lot of these are just made up. They're just to promote a business or promote something and create a hashtag to go along with
Let me tell you, June 1st has 16 national days.
June 1st?
16.
So we just hit June, so tell me...
16 national days.
I don't
for
have to
June.
all of them.
I'll do it. I will dare me.
Do it quick.
Dare me. Guess what?
I double dog dare you.
Well, the first thing on June 1st is Dare Day.
Good one. Good one, brother.
The next one is Flip a Coin Day. Global Day of Parents. International Tabletop Day.
Who cares?
National Go Barefoot Day.
Okay.
National Hazelnut Cake
staff?
Day.
Hazelnut cake?
Hazelnut Cake Day.
Very specific if you ask me.
Very specific. National Heimlich Maneuver Day.
Okay, that's good. It's good to learn that.
National Nail Polish Day.
I'm a guy, I don't care.
National Olive Day.
Olives are good.
National Say Something Nice Day.
I can get behind that.
Oscar the Grouch Day.
Who cares?
Pen Pal Day.
Who does that anymore? What's email?
Stand for Children Day.
I can't argue with that.
Wear a Dress Day.
I'm that guy. I'm not going to wear a dress.
World Milk Day.
Milk?
Milk.
That sounds very specific, like...
For the whole
like
world.
Got milk, question mark, like that advertisement campaign also created this, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then the last thing is World Reef Awareness Day, which I can totally get behind.
I can get behind that. Anything to do with kids and conservation of the world and animals, I can get behind.
Yes.
A lot of these other ones are BS, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ridiculous. So I want to talk about some of the fun ones, some of the dumb ones, but there's too many. Like, there's no way. We just listed 16 for one day. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, let me tell you what's real dumb on June 2nd. There's one that just stood out to me.
Okay.
It's National Bubba Day.
Bubba?
Bubba.
Is that supposed to be somebody?
I don't get it.
Nope, don't get it. Is that supposed to be somebody? Is that supposed to be...
Is
it capital?
Let me tell you, everything has a little brief history here.
Oh.
National Bubba Day is celebrated on June 2nd every year. This day honors anyone and everyone named Bubba. This is not an actual name, but sort of a nickname or a pet name given to someone as a term of endearment. There are more than 50 million people in the world who are referred to as Bubba.
Yeah.
And for that 50 million people, go... Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but for fun, let's read our birthdays.
Our birthdays. Okay.
So go ahead, go to your birthday.
Mine...
You find yours? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine is actually very short. I only have, let's see, two days for
Okay,
mine.
I've got 3, so go ahead and read yours.
Oh my gosh, how do you even say it? That's
Let me help?
Fibonacci?
I don't know. Let me see. Who is that? That's a person.
Italian, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He is, also known as Leonardo of Pisa and Leonardo Fibonacci. Leonardo Bonacci invented a pattern of counting that continues to influence math and technology today. The pattern is made up of numbers that sum the previous 2 numbers before it. That sounds stupid.
Yeah, I don't realize that.
So the other one
is
is National Espresso Day.
Okay. I mean, cool.
I guess.
I'm not an espresso guy,
Me
but
neither.
if I was a coffee person,
I'd
that'd be
like
cool.
if I owned an espresso business, I'd love that day.
That's November 23rd, so in case anyone wants to send your brother a present.
In case anyone wants to send me something.
And then me, DVO, my birthday December 2nd. Also Britney Spears' birthday, by the way. And Nelly Furtado, just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But my day has 3 days. The first one, I don't get it. It's United Arab Emirates National Day. Does that mean people that are from there? because I don't know why we would celebrate. Like we have 4th of July for our country. I think they have their own day. So the United Arab Emirates National Day. I don't know if that means people from the Arab Emirates. I don't know.
Oh.
The other one is National Mutt Day. So again, if I can support anything supporting animals, so I can get behind that. Plus, we're mutts. We're quite the mixed breed ourselves. So I can get behind that. And then the awesome one is National Fritter Day. Whether it's savory or sweet, it's National Fritter Day. And I'm going to remember that because on my birthday, I'm going to get me a fritter. What kind of, do you like fritters?
I love fritters.
Oh, who doesn't?
One of my favorite kinds of, is that considered donut? Because now with National Donut Day, and there being National Fritter Day.
I think it's a donut.
I would say it's a donut. Because you know why? You buy them at donut shops.
And there is a local donut shop here in Utah, actually in Tooele, and they make a pineapple jalapeno fritter. It's not spicy. Well, it's got a little something, and it is delicious.
I want to try one again. It's been a while since I had one.
It is good. So anyway, I thought that'd be kind of fun to talk about national days. There's too many. A lot of them are fake. So
So it kind of makes me. I remember there being a National Ghost Hunting Day, and then there also being a National Paranormal Day or something like that.
I do know that.
And so I remember seeing both of those, going like, wait a minute. There's 2 things for the same thing. There's 2 days for the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ghost hunting means going out and investigating. Paranormal could just be anything spooky, I guess.
But looking at these national days so far, July has to be my favorite month for weird shit.
Why is that?
Because July 1st has International Joke Day.
Okay.
I can stand behind that. And then on July 2nd, it's World UFO Day.
Oh, okay.
Which I like that.
All right.
The next day, on July 3rd, is National Compliment Your Mirror Day.
Your mirror. The reflection in the mirror or just the mirror?
Just your mirror. We all know July 4th. But then July 5th is National Bikini Day.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
You wear yours every July 5th.
And 4th, and 6th, and 7th. But yeah, it's just funny shit like that. Like, all July 10th, National Pina Colada Day. Love it. I love it.
Now, speaking of how there's so many national days, there's also multiple national months.
Oh.
So we just talked about how last month was AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander Month, which we're like, as Asian American Pacific Islanders, we don't really care for this. I mean, it's cool if it helps bring awareness and stop Asian hate. We can get behind it then. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, didn't really ask for it. But sure, I would love to go to a festival. I don't think we need a whole month dedicated to it. So we are now in June, and this month I was looking, there's quite a few national months. So for example, in June, it's National Fruits and Vegetable Month. Also, National Candy Month.
Weird.
Yeah.
What are you telling us to do?
I don't know. And it's also Pride Month.
Yeah.
So we are in Pride Month right now. Do we need Pride Month? Do we need AAPI? Do we need Black History Month?
I don't think we need months for that anymore.
So,
I think it was, well, back in the day, I thought it was Pride Week. And I didn't know until recently that it's a whole, well, I think just in the last few years, it seemed to have turned into a month.
Can I please play this video interview again with Morgan Freeman and I think it was 60 minutes. It's quick. It's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I want to play it again because I really like
this.
it, and you seem to like it too. Can you hold the YouTube mic up a little bit? And I'm going to hit play on here.
Black History Month you find ridiculous.
You're going to relegate Black History to a month? Oh, come on. What do you do with yours? Which month is Black History Month? No, come on.
I'm Jewish.
Okay. Which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh. Why not? Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
Yep.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
Yep.
I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
I'm gonna stop it there. You get the point. We played it episode a few weeks back. I believe that's a powerful interview. Like that's why I wanted to play again. I think it's a very powerful one. Now, do we need these months now? Maybe. I hope that we get to a point where we don't need these type of months. We don't need Black History Month. Let's just talk about great black people during history classes for the accomplishments they've made. We don't need to bring awareness to stop Asian hate. Let's just stop hating people for no reason than their skin color or where they're from. Let's not have a Pride Month. Let's just accept people for whoever they love. Like it doesn't matter. In my opinion, that's just my opinion though. I would like if we have these today to help bring awareness, sure, maybe it's good. I would like to get to a point though where we don't need these type of things. That we don't have to worry about. I hate you because you're a guy and you love men. Who cares? They're not flirting with you anyway. Believe me. they're not hitting on you. Trust me. You know what I mean? Like, I think.
So I think the whole purpose behind it was good because there is a lot of unnecessary hate. Like, there's a ton of unnecessary hate out
there. Which I agree, there is.
And it was a good idea to help bring awareness to, like, hey, dummy, there's this going on in the world. Quit being such a bigot, you piece of shit.
Right.
Like, knock it off because this is normal now.
Yeah.
It is, like, as a society, like, welcoming everybody is still new. It is still new in our society because...
Unfortunately, yeah.
Like, if you think about, like, segregation and stuff like that, that happened not that long ago. I mean, that was our grandparents' age.
Yeah, it's one generation away.
Yeah, it just... So
one to two generations away.
So there's still a lot of that hate being passed on to the next generation. Yeah. The newer generations are more accepting and aren't as hateful, and I see as the generations continue that is not going to be as big of a thing anymore, and I see these awareness months possibly turning into weeks and then possibly just disappearing entirely to just...
I love that, yeah.
That would be, I think, would more than likely be the outcome over time. Because over time, more people will be aware already and be like, we don't need this shit anymore. We know. Yeah. And it's also like, okay, now these months almost seem racist.
That's a good point. Yeah, like as the generations continue, it almost seems like why do we need to keep talking about this one group only? Yeah, that's a good point because it could shift the other way. We're like, okay, you're only going to praise one group.
Why don't we just start teaching history the way it's supposed to be taught instead of the whitewashed version that they've been passing on? Let's actually teach history the way it was actually happened instead of just teaching the parts that you want to be taught and excluding all the stuff that you don't want to teach. Yeah. And just include all the black history with the regular history.
All history.
Yeah, like it
all history matters.
All history matters, people. Like, stop excluding things and
all
just
history
put
matters.
it all together.
Yeah, so like our daughters today, they were wearing rainbow mascara because to show support for a friend of theirs. And so I'm agreeing that you see the generations progress. Like our generation, you threw out that term. If anyone acted weird, you're gay. That's gay.
Yeah, that was just a term. Like, it was a normal part of vocabulary.
Yes.
It was calling, like, you see each other call each other F words. Yeah. And G words all the time. Right. And R words. You can't say the R word anymore.
And that's good. That's actually good because what's happened is as you grow up, you start making more friends. Like, oh, I've got friends that are different colors. I have friends that like different, that like the same sex or whatever they're
disabled in some kind of way.
Yeah. So you just meet people. And you're like, oh, these are good people. I don't want to hurt their feelings, and if I say that one word, if that hurts their feelings, I don't want to say that anymore. And so that's what you just kind of. Hopefully, people are maturing as they get older, and then they pass that on to their kids, which for the most part you see, which is good. But yeah, I'd like to get rid of some of these, like you call it you know, like for example, this month they're calling it Pride Month, but you know, it's kind of like, but what's pride? Like anyone can have pride in anything. Like it's very vague, you know.
Right.
And so, and then they keep adding words. In fact, it's funny because a lot of it's actually mostly lesbian people I hear that they call themselves the alphabet mafia because they're always adding or taking away more letters all the time. I think it was the because again I love comedy. I think it's Fortune, Fame's her on the
she's funny.
She's so funny. She's so good. And I think it was when it was on the podcast and she was calling. You mean the alphabet mafia because there's always more letters and yeah. But yeah, so I just think I think, I mean maybe because I'm so progressed, I think these months are ridiculous. Maybe that's how progressed I am. I'm so progressive.
You're so woke.
I'm so woke. I'm so #woke right now. But it would be nice. I would love to get rid of these months, to be honest, and just, you know what? I wouldn't. I mean, I don't mind having like a national day of this type of stuff.
How do you actually start a national day? I want to create a shit ton of national days.
Well, people don't realize you recently got divorced because you came out of the closet.
Right. Just kidding.
No, anyone can start a national day. Just do it. Just put it on social media. And just
how does it get on the calendar? How does it get registered?
It has to. There's none. It just has to pick up momentum. Hashtag. Get the hashtag going.
So how the hell does
#podcast
does chocolate hazelnut cake become a damn day?
Is there a national podcast day? I'm gonna look.
We should make it.
There is September 30th. Okay. Never mind.
Is there a National Buko Boys Day?
Nope. We should make my #Buko Boys Day.
Yep.
And it'll be like
everybody just listens to the podcast,
downloads it and shares it, subscribes
with
to
a piece of buko pie.
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, is there like a coconut? Something coconut? Let me look here.
Yeah. I already said it. Pina Colada Day. It's already
there. Is Coconut Cream Pie Day, World Coconut Day.
That's a world day, not even a national day.
The National Pina Colada Day, National Macaroon Day, which is made the macaroons I like are made from shredded coconut, not these French pastries. Which they're okay. Coconut flavored maybe.
What other days?
That you want to start?
Yeah. What other days should we do?
I don't know.
Oh, well, is that an episode?
That is.
I think that'll do it.
Thanks everyone for listening and watching the Buko Boys podcast. Please subscribe and
set your calendars for National Buko Boys Day.
Yeah, it's coming. We'll get the hashtag going. And also look for us on Instagram and Facebook, Buko Boys. BUKO, as in Buko Pie, as brother just stated. Delicious.
All right. Peace out, you Buko Bizzos.